Hey, howdy guys. So how about another drawing and another chat? Alrighty guys, I'm super happy with drawing this piece over here because I'm drawing one of my favorite Pokemon, the good old Slowpoke. Slowpoke is great because I kinda identify myself a lot with him. Because as a kid, I was always like a slow and chubby kid, so I kinda relate to Slowpoke because of that. But as a kid, I really didn't like him because he was never like a cool Pokemon. I never really liked him, as a kid. It was only after as a grown up, I started, actually enjoying him. But yeah, now I just love the heck out of him just because he's so derpy and slow. He's a great Pokemon. Just looking at his dumb old face, it's great. Yeah, but nowadays I enjoy a lot of derpy Pokemon too. A lot more than the cool ones, because they're just so unique and funny. And playing the games too, I really enjoy having Slowpoke and Slowbro in my party. These guys are really fun to use in battles, especially Slowbro because he's like a really tanky Pokemon. So I enjoy doing a lot of battles with him. Even though he's kinda slow, but it's alright. And although I'd love to get into the meta, of Slowpoke in battles and stuff like that, and although I'd love to get more into details, of the meta of Slowpoke and Slowbro in battles, I'm not really an expert in battling, so I'm not even gonna try so I don't look like a dummy, and have you guys yell at me for saying all the wrong stuff. So let me just get into the drawing for a bit. This piece took me about 1 hour and a half to finish, mainly because I really didn't have a pose set in my mind yet for him, and I had no idea how to draw him my specific style, so I had to think it through, on how to actually portray him in the style, that I've been drawing. So the thumbnailing part took a lot longer than I anticipated. And so because of that, one thing that I noticed while drawing this one is how much I still have to improve on beating this overwhelm I get when I have these art problems I gotta solve in my mind. I've been getting a lot better at this for sure, but my main problem, every time I hit like a problem like this in a drawing where I need to solve, is that I tend to procrastinate when I run into a wall like that. But I'm trying my best to eliminate that as much as I can to keep on being productive. And the more I tried, the more I noticed that, I could have saved so much time if I just keep trying to draw different shapes and keep my hand moving, as opposed to just sit there and try to come up with the best pose in my mind first, instead of just trying things out. The only way I can really see how something looks is to just try it out on a small thumbnail, and sometimes I forget that. So if I just try to come up with something off of the top of my head, I just get really overwhelmed on trying to solve these problems because my brain goes and leads me to do something else or to just think about something else entirely different in order to just avoid that overwhelm, and that happens a lot unconsciously. So the only way that I found to beat this is to just change my habit of, instead of getting overwhelmed, is to just break things down into the smallest possible steps. That way I don't feel so crazy and overwhelmed, and I can keep drawing and trying different stuff. I can tell you that it's not easy at all. This is not something simple that you can just, sit and do. But it's really something necessary for me to become more productive and to actually finish stuff on time. So yeah, this drawing ended up being a simple one, and I'm pretty happy with this pose, but I'm not really that happy with how the overall drawing came out. I still think I could make it better, but I'm just happy enough that it's at least another piece, and that it's teaching me to actually finish drawings and move on. And making all these pieces have been teaching me a lot to keep going and iterating and becoming a little bit better with every piece that I make and every video that I make too. Anyway, if you've listened to me ramble through this whole video, I really appreciate you. And if you like my art, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I am most of the time, and I post all these pieces that I finish on these videos. I post them there. So if you want to check them out and follow me on either of those two, I'd really appreciate it too. And also check out my brand website, ellygeh.com, and consider buying a shirt there. You know, if buying a shirt is the best way to support me, and it helps me to keep doing these videos and creating new designs every week. I really love doing that. So if you guys do decide to buy a shirt, thank you very much. You're supporting me in more ways than you can imagine, so thank you. So again, thank you guys so much, and remember to keep life jolly. Keep it jolly and wholesome, you know, because life is short, so, you know, why not be jolly? So yeah, guys, thank you again, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.